Hi, this is Glenda, and today I'm making a blue soap. This is going to be primarily blue, and I will put on the screen the colorant that I will be using. The oils are at 107 Fahrenheit, and that will be 41 Celsius. The light water should be at room temperature. I made it a couple days ago. Let me double check. So it's at 24 Celsius, which is 74 Fahrenheit. So because it's going to be a solid color, I'm going to go ahead and add the mica now. I had mixed it prior with some sunflower oil. So I just blended it to make sure the colorant is very well distributed. It looks like a very gorgeous blue. I'm going to now add the light water. And initially I'm just going to stir it with the blender turned off. And then I'll do short bursts to bring it to emulsion or light trace. It's going to be a fairly simple soap. Most of the design is going to be done after unmolding it, and it's just going to be on the surface of the soap, so not embeds on this one. Now the fragrance does say that it says it behaves well in cold process soap. However, I have it on my notes that it may accelerate in high temperatures. The soap has come to light trace now. It does look like a deep blue, which I'm happy about. So before adding the fragrance, I'm going to pour some out in here to use as a soap dough. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add the fragrance. My soap batter is getting thick because I have a significant water discount. I weigh it just to make sure that I'm using the right amount of fragrance. Also, when you use blue, especially most micas that are blue have ultramarine blue, and I've noticed that tends to thicken the soap batter rather fast. You can tell here the bubbles are coming up. I'm gonna break them. So it's been a couple days since I made this, and the blue didn't actually turn out the way I had envisioned it. It's looking more like a light denim blue, which I suppose will work. But I was actually shooting for some deep, a little bit darker than royal blue. And I did try to make it gel, so it does look a little bit deeper colored than the portion that I've saved for soap. So not much to see in the inside. It seems that it looks just the way it looks on the outside. Alright, so it's been 3 or 4 days since I made this soap, and I went ahead and I planed the side where I want to do the design. I will say that for this design it's important to have a planer that removes a very thin layer of soap when you plane. Like this is the kind that this one removes. anything thicker and you may lose your design. But it's fairly simple and it's totally optional. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to do stripes actually on that side, and they're going to look like this. So I'll be using some tools. I tried this earlier, which is like cuticle cutter, and it has only been used on crafts. I have not used this on actual cuticles, by the way. But later I also have this walnut hollow, and this is just like a carving tool that has like a V shape. And I wanted to also try using a linoleum cutter, but I can't find the accessories with it. So. But I might also use some other carving tools, pointy ones. We'll see. I will also be needing a ruler, and with the ruler I'm just going to cut just random lines, and I want to go fairly deep with them. And it really doesn't matter where you put the lines, it's up to you. You could also go freehand. Alright, I believe that's good enough. Some other ones, I'm going to do a different design. You know what? I don't need to plane it prior. I need to plane it after, but not prior. And with this, I want to create something similar to a denim pocket, like a blue jeans pocket. So I'm going to make some vertical lines. Not vertical, horizontal. I'm going quite deep with this. So I'm using the pointy kind of tool. Alright, so with the white subdough, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to mix it with gold mica. I have here Maya gold mica. Alright, it's getting to the point that I'm happy with how it looks. When I knead it, I can still see the golden color in it. So I think that's good enough. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to use this subdough to fill in these crevices that I made. Now to remove it, you have several options. Well, at least two that I've tried. This technique was, I believe, first made with wood, and it's called Inlays or something like that. Alright, so with a scraper, you could try to scrape it all off. You might need the more solid end of it. And because the soap's still soft, I'm actually removing some of the blue when I try to do that. But it will come off if you go slowly, and then you have to sort of clean it up. To me, this takes more time, but I did it with the first test, and later what I did is that I clean it up with a paper towel, just the portions that were not coming off all the way. The fastest way is with a planer, because with this one you just pass it once and you get this. Now here some of it came off. This is the side that I tried the scraper first, but it's no problem. I can roll little snake and fill it in.